Hello, everybody, and welcome into this AFC South show 228. And we're going to be talking all about Week 11 in the AFC South. My name is Curtis Brown. With me, as always, my resident cohorts. Up at the top right, you got Eric filling in for Isaiah. He is 1/3 of Third and Teal. Make sure you guys go check out everything that these guys are talking about Jaguars related on the show. Down at the bottom right, we've got Justin, one half of Unstabled, one half of Tag Team Talk, and the big half of Big Third half of Kingmaker Sports. Third. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, there's three of us.
Great show.
Like, subscribe, notification bell for Kingmaker, as well as Unstabled and Tag Team Talk. And then at the bottom left, holding it down for the Titans, as only he and his brother can, would be Andrew and Christian over there. So if you're a Titans fan, go click a button or two, like, subscribe, notification bell. Let's get into this, gentlemen. Justin, obviously the Colts had a bye week. There were ways that the Colts could come out of this bye week in a better situation than they went in. With the way that the weekend turned out, how are you feeling out post bye week now?
Man, so okay, here's a few things. Definitely did not think the Jaguars were going to come away with a win, much less such a belt to ass situation that it was against the Chargers. So I was kind of expecting that gap, that lead for the AFC South to grow. So there's that. So man, hats off to the Jaguars for that. That was an impressive showcase. But from what I saw from the Texans and the Titans, I kept hearing the commentators talk about how, it's a defensive struggle. Man, honestly, it wasn't so much a defensive struggle. I thought it was more of an offensive struggle. Not defensive struggle, I'm sorry, like defensive showcase. It was more of an offensive struggle, it seemed like. I mean, drop passes, just bad plays, batted balls, things like that. So as far as confidence of how the weekend turned out against the AFC South, man, I don't really think anything's changed for me right now. I still do think it is the Texans could go on a run. Davis Mills hasn't looked horrible. So I don't know, man. We know it's not like the Titans are pretty much like done. We know that. Plus, like, another injury, like, what are you going to do, man? That sucks. But as far as the Texans and Jaguars go, man, I still feel pretty confident the Colts are going to go ahead and sweep the Texans. But, I mean, we'll see, man. As we saw with the Jaguars beating the Chargers, literally anything can happen. This league doesn't make sense. And you know I love you, Eric, but that was a crazy game. I don't know what that was about. Justin Herbert didn't even get 100 yards.
Yeah.
I know, right?
A very complete performance by that Jaguars defense. Like, just, I didn't expect that either. I mean, I know, I even knew the history coming into the game that, the Chargers kind of don't fucking beat Jacksonville for whatever reason. But, that was not on my bingo card. With that being said, Andrew, let's talk about the Titans-Texans game.
Let's do it.
We were both at the game.
We were.
We did not get a chance to bump into each other, unfortunately.
We came from opposite sides of the stadium. So, and then I was in the 300s, and Curtis is rich, so he was sitting on the Texans bench.
I was sitting behind the Titans.
Oh, that's what it was. Giving plays away.
Yeah.
Oh, Michigan dude from Michigan over here, huh?
Radioing in to D'Amico. I'm like, dude, throw the fucking challenge flag.
No, I disagree with Justin. I think both defenses actually played really well. Cody Barton had a hell of a game. Now, I don't want to say these are good offenses, so maybe Texas defense has been good all year. The Titans have had its moments, and they kind of always seem to fall off in the second half. But they played pretty steady all throughout. They just couldn't contain Nico in this game. But I mean, both teams did really well against the run. both quarterbacks flash, but had to work for every yard they got. The difference is, you have your number one receiver and ours number one receiver got hurt on the first play of the game.
For the rest of the season.
Rest of the season, yeah. And then our most electric player got hurt. DK got hurt like a quarter later. So running out there with a bunch of practice squad guys, and it showed. There was a play.
Shout out
Mason Kinsey, who's been here for 6 years on the practice squad, but he's running outside right to the fucking pylon, and some reason he turns inside for that ball. That ball is going to your outside shoulder. He can't put it exactly where he needed to put it, but for some reason you're turning this way. It made no sense.
Yeah.
A lot of batted balls though. I think for y'all, I think Cam had three of them batted at the line. Defense played well. Cam did, I said before the game, I wrote down there with my buddy. He said, "What do we want out of this game?" I said, "You want a close game. You want Cam to go on a game-tying drive late in the fourth and then lose on a field goal. It's a good loss for the Titans. Look competitive, but don't lose your draft position. That's what we're playing for now."
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, Cam looked good for the most part. He misfired on a few balls, but every quarter, I hate when he misfires on 2 or 3 balls and people start going crazy. Every quarterback misfires on some balls every single game.
Yeah.
No one's perfect.
Yeah, let's chill out on all that.
It was nice to see him use his legs finally. He's been very cautious and not using his legs, just trying to find the deep ball, but he seemed like he was making quicker decisions, realizing the pocket's collapsing. Penalties were a big problem. I think we had 4 or 5 false start penalties, which is insane.
Yeah, I think J.C. Latham had 3 all of his own.
And he had a holding penalty. Jeff came out after the game. He didn't single out JC, but he just talked about the penalties in general and how it has to mean something to you. And you just wish you could take Jeff's heart and put it in the rest of the team. But yeah, Cody Barton had a beast of a game, a huge sack on that 1 3rd down, and y'all were in field goal range. Took it on a field goal range. Another couple of defended passes, 3 of them. He had his best game as a Titan for sure. Didn't have a ton of tackles, but he was all over the field. Cedric Gray continues to impress. 11 tackles. He's up over 100 for the year. We got after the quarterback. I think how many sacks do we have?
4.
4. Yeah, 4 sacks. Arden Key really came alive. He always has a couple games a year where he just looks like he could be lead pass rusher. And I would love to keep Arden this season, but as a rotational guy, he can't be the starter that he is now. He could come in and have that high motor on a 3rd downs. I would love that. Jeff Simmons still doing his thing, but I it looks the way Justin said, but I think it was the defense really did just play really well on both sides.
Yeah,
I thought.
No, I'm inclined to agree. Early that first couple Titans drives, you could tell what the game plan was for the Titans. Don't keep Cam in situations where he's holding the ball for a while. Quick throws, quick slants, screens, whatever, to get the ball out of his hands and into hands of a playmaker. And that was, eating the Texans defense up a little bit, 4 or 5 yards, a little pop. They're moving the chains a little bit. The Texans combated that by, oh shit, we're not getting there on the pass rush. Let's get the hands up.
Yeah,
and then they had to kind of start throwing the ball a little bit further downfield to give themselves a better shot at it. So I thought that was a pretty good in-game adjustment for the Texans defense. But there was realistically 2 drives that the Titans made that I was in any way concerned about. I think the first drive and literally the last drive.
Yeah.
And then the last drive was aided by a penalty that probably shouldn't have been called for PI. Derek Stingley. That was the lightest penalty I think I've ever seen. Of course, on a 3rd down and 19 where Cam Ward throws the ball and nobody catches it. And then of course
they were hand fighting. I kind of reminded me of the Jaguars one.
I've seen a lot worse get called.
Let go, and I've seen less Yeah, it was definitely ticky-tack. It reminded me of the Jaguars one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No,
Um,
my first thought was like, this is what it felt like when Jerry and Jones got that pass interference late against the
Mhm.
Texans.
but you take that one play, I mean, that was what, a 18-yard penalty for a first down. I mean, Cam looked really good. That pass to Chig was really nice. I mean, that was a 95-yard drive too. So you're seeing the 20-yard play, still 75 yards they had to go tie the game.
Well, that was on third down, and the pass was incomplete. The
Yeah, I know.
defense
It was the
got
Van.
off-
I remember the play. It was the Van Jefferson right there.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's the little shit like that obviously the Texans can
Yeah.
only really do so much about it, but the defense did its job. As the Texans, you wanted Davis Mills to come out, and honestly, he performed pretty well. He was able to find Nico Collins 9 out of his 10 attempts. Nico was able to get 9 catches and 92 yards and a touchdown, and he dotted
Big
him
third
up.
down conversion for the game-winning field goal too.
Yeah, and he had a couple third down conversions throughout the game that were pretty massive. The offense looks the way it has all year, spit and sputter. The way that Cody Stutes put it the other day was amazing. It's like the Texans offense looks like somebody who's getting in a manual car and has never driven a manual before.
Yeah.
You're just grinding the fuck out of the gears and trying to go forward and it's kind of jumping a little bit and you kind of getting a little jerky position. But it's just not smooth. And I don't think at any point it's going to get smooth. The only thing you can really help is they can score a touchdown a game. And so, like, just
but what's the biggest change in your offense since last year, though? I mean, no Joe Mixon, right? So who all have you lost on your offensive line?
Everybody.
Okay, so I mean, in a way, like you kind of got to give yourself a little grace on that because so much of the offense is different now. Now, Woody Marks looks really good. Like I'm glad they're getting him involved in the game, but I mean, offensive line, we see like everything starts up front, and it's really showing right there in Houston.
Yeah.
Well, the best part of our defense is the front seven, and that really showed up because it's the first game where we've had Jeff and Sweat fully healthy the whole game, and they were able to contain Marks pretty well throughout the game.
Yeah. Brandon in the chat. Tunsil, Kenyon Green, Shaq Mason. Those are the players we subtracted.
Big names right there.
At least one of them is. And, the Commanders are kind of shit in the bed, so those draft picks are looking better this year. But, I mean, I don't even think Shaq Mason's been picked up by anybody because he's just looked like ass. And then Kenyon Green got cut by the Eagles. He's not even on their roster anymore. Just bad. They've reshuffled some stuff. Obviously, Trent Brown has started the last 2 games at right tackle. He's kind of given us average tackle play. I'm hoping that Ed Ingram comes back from injury this week, comes in at right guard, and you move Titus over to left guard. And then all of a sudden, this offensive line goes from a complete patch job to I think this is what they wanted the whole time. But not everybody was healthy at the right time.
Was Ursary playing left tackle this game?
Yeah.
He got absolutely mollywopped by Arden Key. one pass rush. Dude, half a second after the snap, he was on his ass.
Yeah. No, he got fucking bamboozled on a couple plays.
But that one was really bad. Like it wasn't like he tripped either. He just got pushed over.
Yeah. No, he's a rookie. He'll figure it out.
I was big on him coming out. So it's hard for rookie offensive linemen in general, even first rounders typically. So it's just a hard position to get used to.
Yep. But again, despite all that, despite getting sacked 4 times, Davis Mills comes out, puts up a 65% completion rate, no turnovers, throws for a touchdown, 274 yards, and he's able to move the ball in crucial situations. And that was That was huge. Obviously, it's what got us the win at the end of the game, and his fearlessness to give the Nico Collins an opportunity, even when they're running zone coverage and he's covered by 3 guys, he's throwing it in the perfect spot to give Nico a chance, and he's delivering on it right now. So
that was piss poor. There should have been some more depth for the corners right there, so they could come up and make a play instead of just sitting there.
Yeah. But again, the offensive line is going to be the bane of this team's existence until they get an opportunity to do anything about it. The predictions that we had, Andrew said 27-20 Houston. I said 27-0 Houston. Isaiah 36-12 Houston. And then Jeff, being Jeff, said 17-14 Tennessee.
Oh, not bad. Close, though.
Yeah, it was close, but
Yeah.
flip-flopped. But with that, Eric, Justin, do you guys have anything to talk about with the Texans-Titans game other than how boring it was to watch?
I really didn't get to watch the game, actually, because the Jags was playing at the same time.
Valid.
But you know what? I'm not surprised that it was close, because the Titans usually do play the Texans close at least one game out of the season.
Yep.
Being that it's a divisional game anyway. So I wasn't surprised by the score. I was kind of hoping that the Titans would pull one off, like they did last year, but they let me down, of course. So it's all good.
Here for you, buddy.
It's all good.
Heard?
Yeah, the road to the first overall pick is pretty clear for you guys right now, and I don't mean to say that to hurt your feelings. But the loss of Calvin Ridley, man, like that's like, I feel like that's the nail in the coffin on the season. It's like what else can go wrong? It's like, boom, there's our number 1 wide receiver, and then Shamir Dyke, you talking about your new addition is just so exciting to watch. Boom, he gets hurt. We're curious to see what that's going to look like. I mean, Gunnar Helm seems like he's still getting involved. They'll still keep saying good things about him. So I mean, that's a plus. But man, it's weird because on a day where Chigakonkwo finally shows up, I don't know. I kind of liked how Cam was actually distributing the ball well. He wasn't focusing in on one person. Now maybe that was because Ridley got hurt early. I don't know. But I did like what I saw with that from Cam Ward. What sucks though is the Titans, you kind of have to keep playing Cam Ward. You got to keep him in the game, get that NFL game speed. Like you can't just say, hey, we don't want to get you hurt. Come on, sit down. Like, no, because you're going to hinder his growth. And man, on the Texans side, I mean, Davis Mills did okay, actually. I mean, he had a pretty bad completion percentage. Yeah, like 63%, but I mean, 274 yards and a touchdown, so that's pretty nice. If he wouldn't have got that touchdown, it wouldn't have been so great. But I think the sacks, the 4 sacks for negative 34 yards kind of show more and emphasize more on that offensive line situation, which, that's something that has to be addressed really all across the AFC South on the offensive line.
Thinking about it.
Agreed.
That first sack, I can't remember who got it. Was it Barton who got that sack when we were in the red zone?
Yeah, knocked him on field goal range.
Yeah. No. When we, like, the first drive of the game, when we drove all the way down to like the goal line and went for it on 4th down.
Yeah, Barton. Yeah.
Okay. That was on Woody Marks. Woody, like, the rest of the blitz was picked up beautifully, and Woody Marks whiffed fucking Cody Barton. So 3 of the 4 sacks are definitely on the offensive line. Continue.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. But I did obviously Nico Collins was just looked really good today. 10 targets, caught 9 of them for almost 100 yards in the touchdown. But what I did like also, again, about with Cam Ward and Davis Mills is the ball distribution. I mean, to Hutchison, to Schultz, to Higgins, who I love the fact that they're getting Jaden Higgins involved. I'm a big Jaden Higgins fan. I think when Tank Dell comes back, if he comes back 100% or 99%, whatever, I think Collins, Higgins, and Dell is going to be just nasty. And especially if Dalton Schultz, who it looks like Davis Mills really likes Dalton Schultz, so that's good as long as Davis Mills is playing. But man, the offense it was weird. The ball distribution was there. It's just they weren't able to get going, and that's what made it such a slow game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There's a lot of good things about what happened with both the teams, but then there was a lot of sluggish things.
Yeah.
But for me, it's all offensive line. Like it all starts right there.
Yep. It's where it begins and ends, my boys.
Yes,
That's
sir.
where it begins and ends. That's fact.
I was listening to the Monday Night Football preview show, and they were talking about how the Raiders, taking Genty at 6 overall, like how that just didn't make sense as a pick if you're rebuilding. Like they've done none of the correct things rebuilding. So then they were saying, like, yes, no matter how dynamic a running back or a positional player is at that spot, if you can't keep your quarterback upright to have enough time to throw the ball, then you go offensive line. That should be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were kind of taking little jabs at it being such a Raiders thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it is Al Davis. That whole draft was Al Davis as fuck for them. I mean, they draft Deontay Thornton, and dude's a 6'5" wide receiver who runs a fucking 4.3. Like, if that isn't the most Al Davis move,
Speed, baby.
Speed, baby. Speed kills.
That's when you remind you of Darius Hayward Bay.
They passed up on Calvin Johnson for Darius Hayward Bay.
because
That should give them nightmares the rest of his life.
I always remember that word. Lane Kiffin was like, "We need to draft Calvin Johnson." They're like, "No, we're taking Jamarcus Russell." He's like, "No, Calvin."
no,
I mean, that worked out. Jamarcus is a Hall of Famer, right?
For LSU, probably.
I don't even think for LSU. He shamed the LSU name, so
that's all right. Joe Burrow brought it back. All right, let's talk about the Chargers, which I learned the other day. Did you guys know that the Chargers nickname is related to credit cards?
No, I didn't know that.
It is not anything to do with electricity or batteries. It is about charging your card.
Is that a SoFi thing?
No, it was that before.
Before, yeah.
When the team was founded, that was the purpose of the name.
Wow.
What
the lightning bolt looks a lot cooler than a credit card as a logo.
Yeah. So, with that knowledge,
disguising some things.
With that knowledge, here were the predictions for that game. Andrew said 33-25 Los Angeles. I said 27-24 Los Angeles. Isaiah 27-23 Jacksonville, and Jeff 29-22 Chargers. So
y'all never got my prediction.
You can
He's
always
say 35-6.
So my prediction is what was the final score?
35-6.
That's my prediction.
I'll go back and edit.
I got
it. Eric, take it away, brother.
All right, before I get started, I want to say congratulations to Josh Hines Allen becoming the all-time sack leader for the franchise with 56. He got his little sack in. Yeah, already. 56. Man, talking about an unexpected game. Really, it really was. I didn't expect it to go this way. I don't think many people did, but we put the foot. I want to call them San Diego so bad. That's how long I've been around. The Chargers. I just call them Chargers.
I do it all the time, dude.
Yeah. This was a complete beatdown, man. I mean, a complete beatdown. Just came out and just took it to them. We ran the ball. We always say, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. 47 times. 47 times for 192 yards. Just controlled it. Trayvon Walker, first play of the game, causes him to do a pass, incomplete pass, but it's called intentional grounding. So that was the first play of the game. and we just harassed them. The defense had 50% pressure rate, for the whole game. So we just harassed them. Had a old bogus roughing the passer call on one of our undrafted undrafted rookies, but it's okay. It was a clean hit though. Trevor Lawrence, of course, we went through first half. We went through the Trevor Lawrence experience. He threw a very bad pick. He threw the ball on the inside on the out route, and he got picked off. Of course, that's the Trevor Lawrence experience. But he showed up in the second half and made some nice throws. Jacoby Myers led the teams with 5 receptions for 64 yards, I think it was. Yeah. Tootin and ETN. Tootin led the rushing with 74 yards. ETN had 73 on 15 and 19 carries, respectively. Trevor only threw for 153 yards, but that's all he needed to throw for. He scored a touchdown on the goal line. Defense on the line, Herbert threw for 81 yards. That was it. 81 yards the whole game.
Mhm.
And here's something that's going to show you just how dominant this game was. In the third quarter, the Chargers only ran 4 plays. That was it. 4 plays.
Damn.
So, this was really a beatdown. No, like I said, I didn't expect it. I really didn't. But I'm glad it happened. The defense, they ran a lot of cover 4, cover 3, but they just the front 4 just harassed Herbert to Harbaugh actually took him out with like 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Just gave up and say, okay, that's it, because he was getting beat up just that bad. So we had an interception on the overthrow by Antonio Johnson. So it was a good bounce back game for the team. It really was. And I can't say what else can I say, man. We beat the crap out of them.
Y'all didn't punt the ball one time. I'm pretty sure.
We didn't punt the ball either. That's a good point. We didn't punt the ball one time. One penalty for 5 yards. That was it.
Yeah, you guys played lights out. Y'all were on another level, and against a good team too. That's a surprising part.
Yep.
But you were efficient on the ground. It's like you just running the ball, shooting an ETN together for 3 touchdowns. Dude, the Jaguars they played lights out. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
And the thing
this is without Travis Hunter. This is without Brian Thomas Jr.
Right. Without
and Parker Washington.
Without Lewis in the secondary. So without Anton Harrison on the offensive line. Walker Little showed up. He actually played a decent game. Wasn't nobody fussing and cussing him out this week. On one of ETN runs, you can see him and Cleveland escorting them down the sideline on a 13-yard touchdown run. So that was sweet to watch also. So it was an overall good. That's about as perfect game you can see. I would say you see the Jaguars play in a long time.
Yeah.
Y'all were getting to Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
7 pass deflections. That's gonna mess up that's gonna mess up the flow of your offense right there.
Of course.
I think Trevor Lawrence only got hit twice or something like that, or
I don't think he got hit at all.
Got to him, or
no, not really. He really didn't have it. No, not at all. It was one of those games where you're sitting there and you're like, okay, this is gonna fall apart sometime. It's gonna fall apart, and it never did. It just got better. It just got better, and you're like, okay, all right.
This was a game that, if you're looking at the box score, it really doesn't make sense to you, because you're like, hold on, Justin Herbert, he only attempted 22 passes. So if you didn't watch the game, you're kind of confused.
Actually, 18.
Well, no, he completed. Well, so they have him at 22 attempts, but he only completed 14 of them.
Okay.
Interesting.
But still though, like if you look at the box score, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, that was trouble. That was Trevor. Trevor went 14 for 22. Herbert
Yeah, that's what I
went
was talking
10.
about.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Herbert.
No. I was just saying, like, it would look weird if you weren't paying attention to the game, but bro, I think the biggest takeaway here is to keep Trevor Lawrence. I mean, to keep Justin Herbert under 81 at 81 yards. That's phenomenal.
That is.
With the weapons he has too. That's what's crazy.
And that is it. Keenan Allen, Gatson. I was expecting a big game from Gatson. I really was, the way we played against.
I did too. Yeah.
And he was
Justin Herbert was their leading rusher.
Yeah.
With 21 yards, if that tells you anything.
Right. Yeah.
So Jaguars defense was just on fire.
It was on it Sunday. And you have to be proud of them, man, especially after the fourth quarter in Houston, to come out and play like that. Yeah.
Colts, Texans, and Titans podcasters looking so salty about Jacksonville beating the Chargers' ass.
Okay.
Wait, as I'm sitting here giving the Jaguars their props.
I know, right?
Literally.
I mean, all I said was, and the same thing that you said, Eric. Didn't expect it.
Didn't expect it. No, it really didn't.
Especially in such a dominant fashion like that.
I think that was the point of it. It was just dominant. I mean, just dominant to where the head coach takes the starting quarterback out with 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's just like waving the white flag, like, yeah, that's
this is the defense that you're going to have to maintain to be able to compete with the role that Indianapolis is on right now for the AFC South. I mean, if this can keep up, I mean, you guys could be pretty nasty down the stretch. I haven't looked at your schedule, but
the schedule is favorable, very favorable.
Yeah, the Jags have like a really quick.
They got us twice.
Yeah,
that's 2 wins right there.
Listen to this.
We got
at Arizona, at Tennessee.
Yep.
Home against Indianapolis. Home against the Jets. At Denver. At Indianapolis. Home against Tennessee.
Loss.
So really the 2 challenges should be what, the 2 Colts and then Broncos?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because the Jets, they've kind of given up. And the Titans, I mean, love you, Andrew, but y'all season's over with. Especially with no Ridley now. Yeah. Unless y'all figure out how to use Chig and Gunnar Helm in just such a crazy way.
We have the hardest strength of schedule in the league.
What?
We do. I'm looking at it right now.
And the worst team. You have to finish that sentence. You can't say the hardest strength, but the worst team as well.
Yeah. Looking at it right now.
I mean,
but the thing is, defensively, we still missing starters though. That is the scary part about how this team played Sunday. We're still missing starters, so it'll be interesting how the rest of it plays out. I'm really hoping Lynn Cole holds to his word and say, put the best 11 out there and let them play. Put the best 11 out there. Indy looking so good, damn, but we have what? The curse. Yeah, because the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014.
But where does this? How does this? I mean, I know, Eric, you're so much more tapped into the Jaguars than I am, but like with no BTJ, no even a no Parker Washington situation, like, and then no Travis Hunter. Like, how is this? What is this saying to Jags fans that you can come out with a win like this without these top stars?
That the team is better than it was last year, actually.
Which is crazy because minus these top stars too.
Yeah, minus the top stars, right? Yeah. So now the question is, when these individuals get healthy, how are they going to fit in? How are they all going to fit in together as a group? And I think that's something Coach Steph is going to have to work on. It may force Travis Hunter just to go and play defense, if and just have him play situational on.
Well, offense. You got Jacoby Myers now, and you didn't have that at the beginning of the season. Right. Jacoby Myers is not.
Oh, he's a beast, man. He hasn't dropped a pass yet. He hasn't dropped a pass yet.
And I think though,
what's that like?
Oh man, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
It's
Cam
wonderful.
don't know what that's like over there. But
I
I
mean,
think though, like, okay, I'm gonna brag a little bit here, but I think the formula that the Colts are using about ball distribution and just taking what the defense gives you, like I kind of saw that from the Texans and Titans, and I see that with Trevor Lawrence doing that because looking at distribution all the way down to Tim Patrick. I mean, making
right,
Johnny Munt relevant. Like, yeah, they didn't have a
right.
lot of yards, but he was dishing it out to wherever it
Addition
needed to
out,
go.
right, right.
I
So
was
I feel
actually
like
gonna say
fundamental, like traditional mentality of offense,
Right,
take what the defense gives you. I mean, it works. That's why they've been saying it for 100 years.
right. And run the freaking ball. Just
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
the
I
Yeah,
was
look
just
at
run the
Tootin and
freaking ball.
ETN, who
Yeah,
people in the fantasy community were just dogging on ETN, but he's quietly had a really good season.
yes, yes. Tootin has too. You know, for a rookie, he has. He went out late in the game with an ankle injury, but I don't think that's pretty serious. We'll find out more about that later on this week. Uh, but yeah, I the future looks good, man. If we can get everybody, on the same sheet, going forward, we'll be definitely a team to be reckoned with. Y'all don't
Yeah, I
want
mean,
to pass,
with your favorable schedule, I do feel like y'all should run the ball a lot more.
Yeah, without a doubt. But we'll see how it goes. Sometimes coaches get in their head and wants to do the coach thing and throw the ball all the dang on
Yeah,
time.
Shane Steichen did it against the Steelers. He got a big
Yeah,
head. He's like, oh, we're
yeah,
gonna throw the ball. Like, no, that's not how you got to your record.
right. I mean, 47 times, man. 47 times. To limit a team to 4 plays in a quarter. In a quarter.
Yeah.
30 first downs to 8.
Yep. You're running the ball efficiently and you're controlling the clock. That's
Right.
traditional old school football.
Old school football. That's all it takes. And distribute. I think sometimes when you have stars, quarterbacks get locked into where they have to feed the star receiver, to keep him happy. But it's been shown in the NFL that teams that distribute the ball, receivers that catch the ball are actually more efficient and have better winning percentages. So hopefully,
Now, you're hurting
Trevor
Andrew's feelings over there.
and Trevor actually had on a wristband this game. He hasn't had on one all season, but he actually had on a play wristband this game also. So that may have helped as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how it's going to be going forward.
Yeah.
Speaking of going forward, during the last episode, it was just me, Isaiah, and Jeff, and Andrew couldn't make it. He had some obligations. But we engaged in a fun little experiment where we run down the rest of the games and we kind of figure out what we think the rest of the season could look like for each one of our teams. So starting with the Titans, because Andrew wasn't here, I'm going to read the schedule to you. Andrew, you tell me realistically win or loss, and we go from there, okay? Home against Seattle.
loss.
Home against Jacksonville.
Loss.
At Cleveland.
Loss. That defense is so fucking good.
Factual. At San Francisco.
Loss.
Home against Kansas City.
Loss.
Why did you have to think about it so long?
All right.
We have Kansas City. We're the only team in the NFL that Patrick Mahomes has a losing record against.
Home against New Orleans.
Win.
At Jacksonville.
Win.
All
Not
right.
because I think I think they might be resting people. They either have a wild card spot locked up or they won't. That's why I'm looking at that. Not because that's the only reason.
All right, Eric, this will be your turn.
Okay.
At Arizona.
Win.
At Tennessee.
Win.
Home against Indianapolis.
Win.
Home against New York, the Jets.
Win.
Is this Eric or Trevor?
At
No, no, I'm good. I'm good.
At Denver.
Loss.
At Indianapolis.
Loss.
Home against Tennessee.
Win. Well, it depends on who we playing also. I mean, what we playing for.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, we may be just resting players.
Yeah.
But then again,
and that puts you guys at what, 11-6?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. 11-6 for
right.
the Jags.
As of right now,
14 for the Titans. All right. Justin.
Go ahead.
At Kansas City.
Loss.
Home against Houston.
Win.
At Jacksonville.
Win.
At Seattle.
Win, but barely.
Okay. Home against San Francisco. Monday Night Football.
Loss.
Home against Jacksonville.
Win, but this one's going to be close.
At Houston.
Win to assert dominance.
All right. And that puts you at 12-5.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that puts you at 12-5. Because you're
13-4.
Yeah.
Did I miss a game
He
here?
only gave him 2 more losses.
That
right?
doesn't make sense. Yeah, I should be 13-4.
Chiefs and 49ers.
Kansas City. Seattle or San Francisco?
No, San Fran. So lost to
Seattle
KC.
win by a little is what he said about Seattle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, like KC was going to be a loss because of high score. Seattle was going to be barely a win with a high score, and 49ers was going to be a high score and lose.
Okay. All right.
Because Brock Purdy's back now, so that offense is going to look a little different.
Right. Houston has Buffalo on Thursday Night Football. Call me crazy. That's a win.
Yeah. Whoa! What? Time out. Okay. Josh Allen
Yep.
had 6 touchdowns this past week.
Good for
3
him.
on the ground and 3 through the air.
Overrated chat.
As long as y'all better like put a contract out on Josh Allen, because as long as he's on the field, like there's a high probability that they win every game. But your defense, to be fair, I believe in D'Amico Ryans. I've said that many times on this show. I think you're going to win closely, but only if you can contain Josh Allen. Only.
Who
Last
was
time
it
we
in the
played him,
chat that called Josh Allen overrated when he threw 1 interception that he went on to score 6 touchdowns? Who did it?
Me?
No, somebody in the chat on Sunday.
Jeff loves
That sounds like something
Yeah.
Jeff would say.
Yeah.
Jeff thought him overrated after 1 pick, and then he went on to score 6 TDs the rest of the way.
He read the messages. He's like, all right, Jeff, watch this, bro.
He did do that. Yes,
Oh,
he did.
shit.
All right. So that's literally just the first game. All right. So at Indianapolis, I'll give us a loss there. At Kansas City, loss. Home against Arizona, that's a W. Home against Las Vegas, that's a W. Home or at Los Angeles Chargers, that's a W. And home against the Indianapolis Colts. I think we win the second one in Houston. And that would put us at 10-7.
Well, damn. The AFC South be rolling.
Yeah.
I mean,
Except for one. But we'll get
You
a little
roll under
brother
that
caught up.
first pick, baby.
I mean, see, even when you lose, you win. You get the top
Right.
pick.
I hope we lose all of them.
You gonna take another quarterback?
No, there's not one in the draft this year, bro. They're all broken.
Take another Miami player.
Hey, you got Carson Beck down there in Miami.
No, I want Ruben Bain.
Oh, okay.
Miami. Is that
Welcome to Miami.
Miami?
Miami. I want to go. I want to take back something I said last week. I think last week I said the Falcons were the weirdest team in the league, and I've changed that to the Jaguars are the weirdest fucking team.
Why we got to be the weirdest team, man?
Because I never know who's going to show up. It's like y'all
Look what you did to the Chargers. That's why
y'all play to the competition level.
Look. Minus the fourth quarter, right? In Houston, we've dominated the last 7 out of 8 quarters we done played. Our offense has been putting up points. It's just the defense that's been letting us down. And so, if we get the defense fence, then hey, we're not as strange as you think.
I mean that
we just have to come up with some consistency, more or less, on defense.
Well, Jacoby Myers is obviously a good pickup.
Heck yeah, and then
even without the injuries, if you take those out of it. But I do see similarities in the Jackson, like especially this game and like the Colts offense, where run the ball and just let the quarterback manage the game instead of putting the game in his hands. Let him manage it. Tootin is a beast.
You know, a lot of the fans they got a problem with Trevor doing that. They want Trevor to go out there and be Superman, and he doesn't have to be.
I think he has a hero complex. Or sometimes, yes.
I don't think
he's been the man his whole career.
I don't think he's got hero complex because I feel like that presents itself in hero ball, like we saw out of Will Levis. I think Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, but I think Trevor Lawrence has more of the same kind of mental makeup as Davis Mills, and I hope you don't take that as an insult, because Davis Mills throws the ball like your classic gunslinger. Like he's not afraid to take a risk rather than, I gotta like he's like, triple coverage on this guy, but he's my best guy. I'm gonna give him a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I.e. the Trevor experience.
Whereas like hero ball is the floop-de-doop to a fucking guy that's like 4 yards beside you.
Right.
That's hero ball.
They used to say the same thing about Josh Allen. Now look at hero ball.
That's a hero complex.
Long as you build a team around the quarterback and give him supporting pieces, he doesn't have to be Superman. Just manage the game. Trent Dilfer, he won a Super Bowl doing it.
Look what Daniel Jones is literally doing right now.
Right. Well,
he is not doing anything special. He is just managing the game, taking what the defense gives him and letting his playmakers make the play.
That's all you got to do. Now we got a receiver that's catching the ball, and apparently it's rubbing off because I don't think we had one drop ball this whole last game, actually. And we had second string and third stringers in there. So, it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
It's a big difference,
he get confidence. Yeah, honestly. So yeah.
Well, all right, gentlemen. We need to get the preview out because obviously the Texans play on Thursday Night Football, so we'll be doing that in the next couple of days. But with that being
live show during the game, let's go.
Possible. I'll be off, so it's definitely possible. With that being said, gentlemen, do we have any closing comments?
It's coming down to the nitty-gritty. It's finna get real.
It's overrated.
For 3 of the teams anyway, it's finna get real. See who can survive.
Yeah.
See who can survive.
And he's got a stupid face.
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that if the Titans traded for him.
Thanks, OMG.
There's no amount of capital that will make the Bills get rid of Josh Allen.
I took that from a different
Can you imagine that? Like reigning MVP gets traded.
Yeah. A lot of people
Calvin Ridley.
A lot of people get fired behind that one. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But last year we all kind of came into the season thinking there's new leaves being turned over and blah, blah, blah. The AFC South could have 2-3 playoff teams. And now it kind of looks like that is possible.
Yeah.
This year. So,
which is wild after the Texans start to be where they're at.
1000%. They've gone 5-2 in their last 7, and it just can't be understated how big of a deal that is. But, gentlemen, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your evenings to come on and talk AFC South ball. Folks in the comments, OMZ, Brandon, I'm trying to forget. Was there someone? Was it just Brandon? Yeah, Brandon be out here. Appreciate you guys in the comments section.
One of us.
Make sure you guys go hit the like, subscribe button on this channel, as well as all the other channels, Third and Teal, That Real Texas Team Podcast, Unstable, Kingmaker Sports, Tag Team Talk, and Titans Table for 2.
Thank you. all of damn Justin's podcast, my name's never going to come up.
Busy man, bro. Busy man. We out here.
He's an Instagram model.
It's true. He's working on that.
Check his booty short pics out.
But
Eric don't like it. Eric don't like it.
Way too much, man. Way too much.
Not enough glitter.
Way too much.
Eric can't be around me and Isaiah.
Way too much, man.
Y'all have a good night. Peace, and we'll see you in the preview.
Preview. Fuck Cowboys.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Always.
Even though they're up 16-32 right now.